Okay, 30-second summary for the new Darkrai EX deck is Space-Time Smackdown that should be paired with Weavile EX, but if you're like me and open 50 Palkia packs and didn't get a single one, you need to try other builds. When you attach a Darkness Energy to Darkrai EX, it deals 20 damage to your opponent's active. That's great because you can put a Druddigon up front as a wall, build up your Darkrai, and potentially take one-shots on big Pokemon for very little effort. Looking at tournament results on Limitless, I'll put a link in the description, this build with Magnezone has been super successful. Giant Cape puts Darkrai out of Mewtwo EX range, Druddigon is annoying at the front, and the Magneton from Genetic Apex builds itself up, giving you a late game attacker of Magnezone that can deal with Palkia. Or how about this list with Weezing? You use Spiritomb to spread cheats, Weezing to poison, Darkrai to ping, and Cyrus to bring up anybody who might have tried to hide on the bench. Again, the best partner for Darkrai is Weavile, but not all of us have hundreds of dollars we can spend on packs to make their PP big. I feel like this is unfair, but we're going to show you Darkrai Weavile, because the cool thing is that no matter what happens, we all win. And then I guess I think I have to research here as much as I don't want to research. We have Leaf, we have Giant Cape. I think I Spiritomb, we send the Darkrai to do the business because I can do a lot of things. Maybe in that situation you do retreat, because what I could have done there is I could have leafed and retreated and attached to the Darkrai if I had the Spiritomb. Because if they just have the Dawn, they just attach to Darkrai, they have the Dawn, they have the Weavile. This is why the combo is so insane. But you have to have, well, first off, you have to go first. Then you have to attach to your Darkrai. So you have to have a Sneasel in the active, a Darkrai on the bench. You have to have the Weavile in your hand, and then you have to have the Dawn. So, of course, my opponent is going to have it because that's the most unlikely thing in the world. And then you have 70 damage plus 20 with the Darkrai. That's 90. They didn't have it. They suck. I'm amazing. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay, so we'll put the Darkrai. Actually, I have Cyrus. I think in this situation, we go... Nah, we're just gonna let it ride. I kind of want to see how this plays out. Because I can't Cyrus, I can't Coda. Yeah, I think we just let it ride. Let's see how this plays out. I'm not certain that I can win this matchup. But their strategy just kind of falls apart if you have a bunch of healing or if you do switch. Because if I had retreated into the Spiritomb and just attached to the Darkrai, then they're in a situation where they have to attach to the Darkrai to put damage counters on this dude. So it's just a really tough matchup. Weavile is just really good. At Walking Plane, how dare you disrespect TCG Pocket like that? And they have all of their healing, which is very mean. But this is why the Weavile build is so good. And they have a Giant Cape. Okay. I bequeath upon you the title of best Darkrai deck, but this is what happened in all of the tournaments is that... Oh man, we just lose here. Okay, let's go. I mean, if I use Dark Prism, that's not going to do it. They already have the energy attached. I think that's just GG. Right? Like, what am I supposed to do here to win the game? It's like I can go Spiritomb. I can make like a tree and leaf. Huh? Now you like that one? I get it. I can make like a tree and leaf. Okay, and then we go Giant Cape. But the problem is they just have so many counters. Right? Because I can do this. They've used all their healing, so that's fine. But Weavile is just, if you go first and you can get the combo Lone Star, it's a special mod that I have for my tablet where your finger turns into a mouse cursor. Geez, I thought everyone knew about that. So let's say I Cyrus up the Darkrai. That doesn't matter because they can just attach to the Darkrai, put 20 on my Spiritomb, retreat. The Weavile only requires the 1 energy to attack. It's kind of a goated card. This is why I wanted the Weavile. This was supposed to be my day 1 deck, was Darkrai Weavile. The thing is, I'm playing a Darkrai Weezing build. The Weezing build is also quite good. The problem is that I apparently forgot to put Coughing in the deck because I'm not finding them anywhere. All right, let's go. We have Leaf. We have Cyrus. I guess I just attach to the Darkrai. I don't think there's any coming back from this. You need to have coughing. That was a terrible joke, Tron Girl. And then I guess we just bring up the Darkrai. They already have game because I can't heal. This is why the Weavile build is so insane. It's just, if they get off to a semi-decent start, if they start Sneasel Weavile, I don't even think you really need the Darkrai because Weavile is just a really good attacker. But it's ironic that the counter to this is the Executor. So if you just have an Execute and 2 Executor, that's good. The problem is that if you start an Execute, that only has like 50 hit points, and that's kind of easy to knock out. Okay, Loans, that... Why does that have to do with... Why do you hate the dog? What's the dog doing? We finally have some freaking Wheezing in the deck, and so of course we don't actually have anything that we can play. An X speed would be pretty cool, but the Wheezing has a 3 retreat cost, the Darkrai has a 2. I think we just... Do we start spreading cheeks? Because the Spiritomb can really screw them over. I'm not weak to fighting. So I think we just put the Rocky Helmet on the Spiritomb. We go attached to the Spiritomb. Let's put the Coughing down, because I can bounce between Coughing, which will be really nice. I think we can do this. You know, I enjoy spreading cheeks. It's more like a disaster, am I right? Get it? Because disaster. Yeah, I wasn't worried about this because dark Pokemon are either weak to fighting or grass, and I've got the ones that are weak to grass, because the rationale is that bug Pokemon hit dark types for weakness, yada, yada, yada. You can talk about it all day long. Oh, do we just have it like that? Because I don't even need to really do anything. Between Darkrai and Wheezing, I think we just have the knockout. You can flip heads. I don't care. Okay, well, then you've absolutely lost. But this is the real combo here, is that you have Spiritomb, you have Darkrai, you have the Wheezing, you just have the whole shebang. You can Cyrus all day long too, which is hilarious. Now the question is, do I sacrifice the Spiritomb to do funny things? And I think the answer to that is no. Wait, yes? Am I sacrificing it? Yeah, sure, let's sacrifice it. What does Wheezing do? Coughs on your balls. All right, let's go Cyrus on... I love this so much. I don't like the zooming in, but this just reminds me of the glory days of PTCGO, right? Where you could actually have fun. Sure, let's heal just to put me out of range, because this forces them to either have a Giovanni or do something. You want to take a number 2 in my pocket. Wheezing just does 30 damage for a single energy, and then it poisons your opponent's active. So that's just really good. And then Koga puts your Wheezing into your hand. So if they don't one-shot your Wheezing, you can just recycle them. And I've already evolved. The whole thing with Aerodactyl is that 2 energy, 80 damage, your opponent can't evolve their active. And my god, I am so good at this game. It is insane how good I am at this game. It's like I'm the #1 PTCGL streamer, then I came over here, and now we're just having tons of fun. And then we go Swirling Disaster. I mean... Oh, we just knocked out the Darkrai. I wasn't even paying attention. This is how the deck is supposed to work. And I haven't even used the Wheezing. The Wheezing is just really good protection. Obviously, you have a bit of a tough time against decks that can do a lot of damage. But that's what the Darkrai is there for. You have the Wheezing in the active, you poison them, get a little bit of chip damage built up. You have the Darkrai with its ability, you build up the Darkrai, you put a giant cape on it so it's out of range of 100... What the hell? Oh, what does this thing do? Oh, yeah, we're just gonna put the Wheezing up there. That's whatever. And then I have Poison, so switch out your opponent's active. I think they've inadvertently allowed me to win the game, because what are they gonna do now? The Aerodactyl has free retreat. I think we just poison them, attack into them, and then that's a knockout, right? Because the poison damage and the tackle will do it. And there you go. And now Pheasantipity doesn't activate. But like, if you look at the results from Limitless, I will have in this description of the YouTube video, I will have results from Limitless tournaments, and that's just an easy way. TCG Pocket desperately needs an import-export function. It desperately needs so many things. Like when you're trying to build a deck, it's a very painful process. I think just import-export. The fact that it doesn't have an import-export feature is absolutely insane to me. Like, what kind of card game does not allow you to import a deck list? I know it's only 20 cards, but they made it so cumbersome to just build a deck in this game. It's kind of crazy. And do I just have it like that if I Cyrus the thingy thing? Yeah, I think we do, right? Math? Am I doing math right now? 20, 30, 30. Yeah, that's 60. Boom, look at that. 60 damage. I mean, that's not that impressive. You know, other decks can do a lot more damage for a lot less, but this was fun, okay? And Walking Plane, yes, trading is terrible in this game, but they just issued a statement. So 2 days after, 3 days after releasing trading to overwhelming negative feedback, they issued a statement saying that we're noticing it. The reason we did all that was to stop bots and, you know, unscrupulous activities, because PTCGO was absolutely rife with people just, you know, selling their accounts and doing all these things. But they kind of admitted that, yeah, we went overboard with our restrictions. We're going to look at changing that, and we're going to start gifting out more tokens. So I would say hold off on trading for now, unless there's some, you know, really smaller cards that you need right now. But yeah, they need to do a complete overhaul. This is what we needed. Okay, we have the Leaf, we have the Magnemite. It's a freaking water deck. What you didn't see, YouTube audience, is me getting absolutely bodied by a Blastoise deck, because they had the turn 2 Vaporeon Wartortle and then the turn 3 Blastoise, and I couldn't do anything because they just had it like that. And then I guess we just go end turn, because they're going to use Leap Out. That's the whole point, is that you have the Leap Out Magikarp, so you leap it out to the bench. If I had Cyrus, that'd be pretty goated. And Mark, I think I crafted Gyarados. So no, I don't need another Gyarados. I believe I crafted it. And that's not good. All right, so let's go that guy there. The Greninja is going to be very annoying, but I am going to sort of, you know, put the pressure on them here. I did get Gyarados. I think I got the second Gyarados through Wonder Pick. Oh man, I spent 3 pack hour. I spent 3 whatevers Wonder Stamina. I blew my load to try and get a Licky Licky to impress all of you. But no, of course not. Why would Trust Your Pilot be able to find a freaking Licky Licky? I spent 3 on a Wonder Pick. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna get that freaking Licky Licky today. Guess what happened? I got an Apom. Not even an Ambipom, it was a freaking Apom. Okay, so we take the KO. We sort of force them into a rough position. You know, be like a doggy or something. Something that really hurts. You know, they got old knees, so that'll be really rough on them. All right, we gotta... I'm so used to TCG Live where you play a card and you gotta switch. All right, so there we go. And we go take the knockout. We have 120 left, which is worrying because you're supposed to put a giant cape on your Darkrai. You're supposed to put protection on your Darkrai. But as long as they don't get some crazy Misty flips, we'll be okay. Yeah, I did want to try Licky Licky, because we got the one, I think, full art Licky Licky where it's showing off its crazy tongue skills. No, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to flip 3 heads on this. I will allow you to flip 1 heads, okay? That is what Trust Your Pilot has decreed. You're allowed to flip 1. You're allowed to flip 1. Okay. Okay, they're going for a water drip. That's okay. I have the Magnezone. Oh, this is good. Okay, I have to... I'd really like another Magneton. That'd be pretty sweet. That's a Rocky Helmet. Oh, hang on. We're either going to get a Magnezone or we're going to get a Magneton. Hopefully it's Magneton. I really don't need a Magnezone. Just give me a Magneton and I will be absolutely crazy like that. Ah, suck a butt. And Lone Star, that would have been funnier if it was said by Tron Girl. All right, let's go. Attach to you. They haven't taken a prize card. The problem here is that I don't know. Do we take the KO? Because the problem is they're going to be able to like retreat and do a bunch of things. So I think, oh man, but they can stall me out more than I can stall them out. Right? Because we're going to do 110. I think what I do is I retreat into the Druddigan. I attach to the Magneton. No, I think we attach to the Darkrai. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Because if they just stall me out, we absolutely lose. I don't think they're going to be playing... Oh, they might play Cyrus. They might be playing Cyrus because they have Greninja, so why wouldn't you play Cyrus? But I was sort of banking on the fact that they just wouldn't have it like that. And it doesn't look like they have it like that. And they got Sabrina. That's okay. You can knock out my Magnemite. Okay. We're still in this game. We are not in this game if they have a Cyrus. We absolutely lose the game if they have Cyrus. Oh, wait, I could have lost if the Rampaging Whirlpool hit one of the energies on Magneton. Oh, that was almost really bad. Okay, and then we go Boomsies, Rocky Helmet, Magnezone. So they got lucky and they hit the energy on my Darkrai, so I think I lose now. So we go Thunder Blast, 130. We lost a Lightning. I can't win. I guess the only way I can do anything is if I force Sudden, or I'd have to force a tie. Oh, that's so disappointing that I'm like in such a good position to force a tie. I think they just didn't want to force a tie. So what would have happened is they would have hit into my Magnezone with the Rocky Helmet. They would have taken 20. I would have put up the Druddigan. I would have attached to the Darkrai. And then what would have happened is as they knocked out my Druddigan, is this going to show me? Oh, that's not cool. I can't. Oh, I can. So they would have knocked out my Druddigan. It didn't matter what energy they got rid of. They would have knocked out my Druddigan, taken enough revenge damage. It would have ended in a tie. They just realized that I'm too good at this game. And I hate that we don't have sudden death in TCG Pocket. Well, this is an interesting development. I was not expecting to see a Ralts. I'm assuming... I'm going to make an ass out of you and me. I'm assuming that this is going to be a Gallade deck. And then we'll retreat. We'll go to the Druddigan. I will attach to the Magnemite. And we're just going to sit here and wait. This is going to be a very slow game. But Gallade does more damage based on the number of energy you have attached. I think it's 70 plus 20. And if they get Lucario, we're also doubly screwed. So I think this is just GG because we didn't start a Darkrai. Yeah, like there was an official tweet. There was an official tweet from the Pokemon Company. Okay, well let's Pokecom away the Druddigan, see if we can get a Darkrai. Yeah, they just said, you know, we admit that we sucked a huge butt, and we're gonna look into it. You know, we realize that our butt has been majorly sucked, and we're gonna look into fixing it. Okay, yes, thank you, TCG Pocket. Really appreciate it. All right, so they're very close to just having a Gallade. But they can't one-shot my Druddigan. So as long as I don't attach to Druddigan, they actually can't knock it out. And there's Sabrina. All right, well, I guess I go into the Magneton because that can re-accelerate to itself. Well, there's so many things I need to do. Like there's no for want, there's no for trade, there's no trade wish list. Oh, we're about to get absolutely bonered here by a Gallade. Okay, well that's not a Gallade. That's a good card. I wish I had one of those, and they got it. And cool. I doubt, I don't know. It's tough to say, because it'd be kind of them admitting their mistakes if they do that, and I don't know if they want to do that. Yeah, I believe we just lose this one. You know, the only reason that we're losing to these decks that we should have a good matchup against is because they just, you know, they have, oh yeah, I have my Delayed, and then I have my Lucario, and I have everything I need without even trying. When do I think we'll see it? Well, they just released the trade, and you'd think internally they'd have known that, oh yeah, this kind of sucks and we might need to address it, but it seems like they didn't quite know that it was super bad. You know, you think a little bit of testing would have gone a long way. Yeah, there's another Darkrai, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I can Cyrus. We're going to be doing a little bit of damage. I can do 80. They're going to take a little bit. So we're going to be 10 damage short. And I believe they're one-shotting me if I have 3 energy on Darkrai. Right, so if I have 3, that's going to be 130. Yeah, it's 150. So if I don't get Giant Cape, that's just GG here. Because you don't play Giovanni. Yeah, I mean, didn't they say like a month after Scarlet and Violet came out that they're going to fix it, and then 3 years later they haven't fixed it? Or, yeah, I guess it's 3 years this year. Oh, I can't count. Hey, when being bad at math is a good thing. And you all said failing math in high school was going to be a bad thing. Take that, all you teachers who didn't believe in me and told my parents that I needed special help. Yeah, who's laughing now? I'm winning at Pokemon cards. Who's the cooler person now? I actually just win now because I'm goated like that. And they can't Cyrus. Look at that. I took a bad matchup and I turned it into a good matchup because I whacked off with my deck. Yeah, but it's Canadian math, so it's more difficult than US math. You'll learn when we become a part of the US. But look at that. I don't even need to know how to count or do basic addition, and I still win. You know, they don't say that a basic math ability is needed to play the Pokemon trading card game. They say that a basic reading ability is needed. They never said anything about math. That's why I'm so good at this game. Yeah, what about those people who are selling Space-Time Smackdown packs on eBay, pretending like it's the new set? Okay, so I think they gave up because they realized that I'm too good at this game, and they left, and that's, you know, the mean thing to do. You should concede or concede. You don't just close the app. You don't rage quit the app. It's called proper etiquette. That is an Italian word meaning suck these cheeks, because I just beat you off, baby. I thought I had my opponent absolutely cooked. I was like, oh, there's no way you got this. And then they attach a Giant Cape to the Manaphy. The disrespect. The absolute just blatant disregard for my well-being here. The good news is that we can knock out the Manaphy. The bad news is that we're screwed. So we can knock out the Manaphy with Pains, which is cool. But then we have 2 Palkia with 2 energy on them. And yeah, I was worried about the Vaporeon, obviously. I mean, I always have the option of using Sabrina. Oh, God, they're just going for it right now. God, this deck is so good when it works, right? As long as the deck works, it's super strong. Okay. All right. You know... You know when the game hates your face and you're like, wow, thanks for hating me. All right, so let's attach to this guy. Your face is a skill issue. And then we still have a Chansey, right? Because they can't retreat. So I'm going to Cyrus up the damage Palkia. I think we have it though, right? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, just knock out my Eevee. Oh, what's this, bro? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like I actually kind of have it here because they can't retreat, and then we just attach to the dude. So yeah, they can slash. I think this is game. I think we win actually because they can't retreat. They can't knock out my Arbok. I'm sorry I doubted you. I wish I could have whipped out my... Oh no, they can do the Vaporeon thing. But we... Oh no, we don't have it. Oh God, we don't have it. We almost had it and they just whipped out their Vaporeon. Did you know that Vaporeon is the worst Pokemon ever made? Okay, so they took one prize. I mean, they did only take one prize, but now they can retreat, right? How many? Oh, we got 2 Cyrus. We got 2 Cyrus in this thing, baby. Okay. I believe what I have to do is we got to put down the other Spiritomb. Okay, we gotta research. I think that's fine to research right now. We got the Cyrus. Okay, so I believe that's GG. Because unless they have their own Cyrus, which is highly likely, but we can do this. Press 1 if you believe. Press 2 if you think Weezing deserves to suck a butt. But no, you typed 1 before I even got to the end of the sentence. Vanilla Scoop is a #1 Weezing hater. Okay, if they don't have Cyrus, that's game, because I have my own Cyrus. So it's really just Cyrus versus Cyrus. The card is extremely powerful. Like, yes, you could argue that this is the best card in the set, but it's not the broken card that people might say it is. There's just a lot of really good cards. Like, you look at the main card game, this is why you bench the other Spiritomb. You look at the main card game and things are, you know, like a new set comes out. Like Prismatic Evolutions came out. They made an article on the Pokemon website about the top competitive cards. It was literally 3 cards. It was Badoo, Regigigas, and Eevee EX, and that was it. Those were the top competitive cards, and they just called it a day. Yeah, Cyrus just adds that strategy, right? Cyrus just, you know, makes the game better. There's so many good cards. There's so many, you know, playable decks. Well, I just wanted to whack off with my deck. What's the problem, bro? Yeah, we got the Arbok victory. That was pretty sweet. So you got to see the Arbok is really good because it doesn't allow your opponent to retreat. I'm sure we'll get like a card that lets you bring somebody up in a future set. Like if your Pokemon has, you know, 60 hit points or less remaining, put it into your hand or something like that. Or if it has 30 hit points remaining. But for now, Cyrus is really, really good.